Can a basic IELTS answer become a Band 8 response? Let's improve it step by step. Most IELTS students do not lose points because their English is terrible. They lose points because their answers are too simple. Today, I will show you how to take a basic IELTS Speaking Part 2 answer and upgrade it to a Band 8 style answer. The topic is simple. Describe a dinner you enjoyed, but simple topics can be dangerous. Why? Because many students give boring answers. They say, the food was delicious, I was happy, I enjoyed it. That is not enough for a high score. In this lesson, you will learn how to build a stronger answer with better structure, better vocabulary, and better storytelling. By the end of this video, you will know 3 things. First, you will know why a basic answer stays at Band 5 or Band 6. Second, you will learn a simple structure for IELTS Speaking Part 2. Third, you will hear a full Band 8 style sample answer. I will also give you examiner style feedback. So do not just watch, listen carefully, repeat useful phrases, and try to answer the cue card yourself at the end. Here is the IELTS Speaking Part 2 cue card. Describe a dinner you enjoyed. You should say where you had it, who you were with, what you ate, and explain why you enjoyed it. This topic looks easy, but that is the problem. When a topic is easy, many students give very simple answers. They do not add details. They do not tell a story. They do not explain their feelings clearly. So let's start with a basic answer.
I would like to talk about a dinner I had with my family. We went to a restaurant near my home. I went there with my parents and my sister. We ate chicken, rice, salad, and some dessert. The food was very delicious. I enjoyed the dinner because I was with my family. We talked a lot and had a good time. It was a nice evening, and I felt happy.
This answer is not terrible. It answers the question. It is clear, but it is too simple for a high IELTS score. The vocabulary is basic. The ideas are general. The story is flat. The student says the food was delicious. But what kind of food? How did it taste? Why was the dinner memorable? The student also says, I felt happy. That is correct English, but it does not sound specific. A stronger answer needs details. It needs natural vocabulary. It needs a clear beginning, middle, and ending. This basic answer might be around Band 5.5 or Band 6. Why? The answer is understandable. The grammar is mostly correct, but the language is limited. There are not many complex sentences. There are not many precise words. There is no strong personal story. To move toward Band 8, the student needs to sound more natural, more detailed, and more reflective. Now let's fix it step by step. Here is a simple structure you can use for many IELTS Speaking Part 2 answers. Step 1, set the scene. Say when and where it happened. Step 2, say who was there. This makes the answer personal. Step 3, describe the main details. For this topic, describe the food, the place, and the atmosphere. Step 4, explain your feeling. Do not just say, I was happy. Say why you felt that way. Step 5, add a final reflection. This helps your answer sound mature and thoughtful. Here is a basic prompt you can use. I would like to talk about a dinner I had at blank. I went there with blank. We ate blank. What made it special was blank. Looking back, I think it was memorable because blank. This is a simple structure, but it helps you organize your answer. Now let's customize it. Here is a customized version. I would like to talk about a dinner I had at a small restaurant near the river. I went there with my family because we wanted to celebrate my father's birthday. We ate grilled fish, fresh salad, and a few traditional side dishes. What made it special was not only the food, but also the relaxed atmosphere. Looking back, I think it was memorable because everyone was present, relaxed, and in good spirits. Here is another customized version. I would like to talk about a dinner I had at my grandmother's house. I went there with my parents and cousins during a family holiday. We ate roasted chicken, rice, vegetables, and homemade dessert. What made it special was the feeling of warmth around the table. Looking back, I think it was memorable because it reminded me how important family time can be. You can customize this answer in 4 easy ways. First, change the place. You can say restaurant, home, hotel, beach, garden, or family kitchen. Second, change the people. You can say family, friends, classmates, colleagues, or relatives. Third, change the reason. Maybe it was a birthday, holiday, graduation, reunion, or simple weekend meal. Fourth, change the emotion. You can say relaxed, grateful, excited, nostalgic, or proud. These small changes make your answer sound personal. Instead of saying, the restaurant was nice, say, the restaurant had a cozy atmosphere. Instead of saying, the food was good, say, the food was full of flavor. Instead of saying, I liked being with my family, say, I enjoyed spending quality time with my family. Instead of saying, it was the best part, say, it was the highlight of the evening. Instead of saying, I will remember it, say, it was a night to remember. Here are 5 useful phrases for this topic. A cozy atmosphere, full of flavor, quality time, a highlight of the evening, a night to remember. Do not memorize the whole answer. Memorize useful building blocks. That is much safer for IELTS speaking. Now let's talk about storytelling. Band-Aid answers are not only about big words, they are about clear details. Compare these 2 answers. Basic answer. We ate dinner at a restaurant. Better answer. We went to a small seafood restaurant near the river, and because it was a warm evening, we sat outside. The second answer is much stronger. Why? Because I can picture it. I can see the place. I can imagine the evening. That is what details do. Here is another example. Basic. The food was delicious. Better. The grilled fish was fresh and full of flavor, and the dessert was probably the highlight of the evening. Here is one more. Basic. I enjoyed it because I was with my family. Better. I enjoyed it because we rarely have the chance to sit together without distractions, so it felt like real quality time. This is how you upgrade your speaking. You do not need strange vocabulary. You need specific vocabulary. Now let's put everything together. Listen to the full Band-Aid style answer. Pay attention to the structure. First, the speaker sets the scene. Then the speaker describes the people, the food, the atmosphere, and the feeling. Finally, the speaker adds a reflection. This is what makes the answer sound complete.
I would like to talk about a dinner I had with my family last summer. It took place at a small seafood restaurant near the coast, not far from where we were staying during a short holiday. I went there with my parents, my sister, and a few relatives, so it felt like a small family reunion. The restaurant had a really cozy atmosphere. It was not too formal, but it felt warm and welcoming. Because the weather was pleasant, we sat outside and had a beautiful view of the water. As for the food, we ordered grilled fish, fresh salad, roasted vegetables, and a few local dishes to share. The food was full of flavor, but what I remember most was the relaxed feeling around the table. Everyone was talking, laughing, and enjoying the evening without checking their phones every few minutes. For me, that was the highlight of the evening. I enjoyed the dinner because it gave us a chance to spend quality time together. These days, everyone is busy, so it is not always easy to sit down as a family and really connect. Looking back, I would say it was a night to remember, not because it was expensive or fancy, but because it felt genuine, peaceful, and meaningful.
Now let's give this answer examiner-style feedback. For fluency and coherence, the answer is strong. The speaker organizes the answer clearly. There is a beginning, middle, and ending. The ideas are easy to follow. For vocabulary, the answer uses natural phrases. For example, cozy atmosphere, full of flavor, the highlight of the evening, quality time, and a night to remember. These phrases sound natural and useful. For grammar, the answer includes a mix of simple and complex sentences. For example, because the weather was pleasant, we sat outside and had a beautiful view of the water. That is a clear, complex sentence. For pronunciation, the speaker should focus on calm pacing, clear word stress, and natural pauses. Overall, this is the type of answer that can move toward Band 8. Here is an important warning. Do not memorize the full answer word for word. IELTS examiners can often notice memorized answers. Instead, memorize structures and useful phrases. For example, you can remember, one dinner that stands out in my memory was blank. The atmosphere was blank. The highlight of the evening was blank. Looking back, I think it was memorable because blank. This is safer. It helps you sound natural. Now it is your turn. Pause the video and answer the same cue card. Describe a dinner you enjoyed. Try to include 5 things: where it happened, who was there, what you ate, how you felt, and why it was memorable. Use this sentence starter. I would like to talk about a dinner I had at blank. It was special because blank. The best part was blank. Looking back, I think blank. Pause the video now and try your answer.
I would like to talk about a dinner I had at my friend's house. It was special because we had not seen each other for a long time. We ate homemade pasta, salad, and dessert. The best part was the conversation because everyone felt relaxed and comfortable. Looking back, I think it was memorable because it reminded me that simple moments can sometimes be the most meaningful.
Let's quickly review. A basic IELTS answer is often too general. A stronger answer needs structure, detail, and reflection. Use this structure. Set the scene. Describe the people. Describe the food. Explain the feeling. Add a final reflection. And remember, you do not need very difficult vocabulary. You need natural, specific, useful vocabulary. Now write your answer in the comments. Describe a dinner you enjoyed. Use at least one phrase from today's lesson. You can use cozy atmosphere, full of flavor, quality time, the highlight of the evening, or a night to remember. If you want more IELTS speaking practice, subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we will take another simple IELTS topic and upgrade it from a basic answer to a Band 8 style answer. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing. And remember, better answers are built step by step. Now it's your turn. Describe a memorable dinner for 2 minutes. Add specific details. use natural vocabulary, and explain why the experience was memorable. Pause the video and practice your answer. Subscribe for more IELTS speaking lessons